In this video, I'm going to be going over the best budget cards to be buying right now in Season 6 of NBA 2K23 Myteam. Not going to be going by position or price range, just going to be showing you guys which are the best budget cards that I think you guys should be picking up and adding to your squad. Just going to be all great budget cards in this video, so if you guys are looking for some really good budget cards, this is going to be the video to see all of the best budget cards right now in Season 6. So the first thing I do want to start off here with is going to be the Out of Position 2 set, because there's probably 4, 5, 6 budget cards in this one singular set, and I think all of these guys are going to be super amazing. So we can just go down the list, right? First guy here is going to be Pink Diamond Joe Ingles, and I do think a budget card is any card under 25,000 MT, but trust me guys, there will be some cards that are even lower than 10,000, like 5 to 10,000 MT range, and then some more expensive budget cards like maybe 15 to 25. But Joe Ingles going to be in that middle price range, about 15,000 MT, and he's going to be an extremely good point guard, being 6'8" and having a great height for that point guard position. If you take a look at his stats, he's also got a 95 3 ball, 91 mid-range, great at going to the basket with a 90 driving dunk, 94 ball handle, 95 pass accuracy. Defense is very solid, 84 block, 92 interior defense with a 95 steal and a 95 perimeter. But the best thing about Joe Ingles, or one of the best things about this card, besides the fact that he's 6'8" with such a good jump shot, good dribble sigs, is the fact that he has 46 gold badges and 12 on Hall of Fame. That is almost every single badge in my team, because I do believe that is 58. And I think there's either 63 or 64 available. I think it's 64 available badges in the game. That means he's only missing, if my math is correct, I think he's only missing 6 badges in the entire game, which is going to be extremely good for a budget card. So he's the first guy I want to talk about. And like I said, we can just go down the line. The guy next to him is going to be more expensive of a budget card. I will say he's about, I think, 25,000 MT, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less depending on the day. And when you are looking at this card, he'll slowly continue to drop down in price. Yeah, you can see right now he's about 25,000 MT, so right on that cusp of being a great budget card. And it makes sense because he's 6'10" at the point guard position. You look at his stats, very well rounded, but it doesn't matter. He's 6'10", he's got good dribble sticks, he's got a decent jump shot, and he's 6'10" at point guard. So does it really matter his stats and his badges? It doesn't really matter too much. So Ousmane Dieng, another great budget card to buy in Season 6. Another point guard from the Out of Position set, the Pink Diamond Elgin Baylor, and he's actually going to be fairly cheap, under 10,000 MT, and he might even be better than a Joe Ingles or Ousmane Dieng. It really just comes down to preference. I know some people that really love this card, think he's like a top 5 to 10 point guard in the game, and then there's some other people like me, I think he's probably 10 to 15 is where I would put him, but he's 6'5" at the point guard spot, and the way that I kind of look at him is just a better Matisse Thybulle. I think they're both very similar at the point guard position, both 6'5", both great defenders. Like if you take a look at Elgin Baylor's defensive stats, he's got 90 in every single defensive category. He's a great rebounder, super quick, he's got great athleticism stats, he's got tons of gold badges and great Hall of Fames. I mean, just all around another great budget point guard from the Out of Position 2 set. We go over to Robert Williams, another amazing budget card in this set. Now I would probably try to get his hero version. It's just going to be a decent amount better than his normal Out of Position, and he's still going to be considered a budget card. I think this one is only about 15k, at least that's the last time I checked. I think he was around 15k. Maybe it looks like he's up a little bit right now in price. He's about 20,000 MT. So if you don't want to pay the extra 15,000, then I think it's perfectly cool just to go ahead and get this Out of Position one. I think he's such a good budget small forward in the game. He's just like a budget Bill Russell is the way that I kind of look at this card. I'm not saying he's as good as Bill Russell, but he's going to be 6'9" at the 3, decent on the offensive end, but he's mainly just going to be there to play defense and grab rebounds. He's got a 95 block, 92 steal, 95 perimeter, 97 interior defense, very solid rebounder, super athletic card. Like he's got 96 strength, 97 vertical, super quick, 96 speed, 96 acceleration, and a 95 speed with ball. So another great budget card in the Out of Position 2 set. I'm not just saying this because it's a new set. These are literally some of the best budget cards in the game, all in one singular set. And then we look at the guy over, it's going to be the Galaxy Hedo Turkoglu. I think this card is a top 5 point guard in the game, and he's only going to go for about 25,000 MT. He might have gone up in price because people have realized, you know, how good Hedo Turkoglu is. So maybe I won't count him on this video because I think he's a little bit more expensive right now. Yeah, he was actually down to like 20k yesterday on Friday, but then people realized how good of a card he is. I'm not going to include Hedo Turkoglu. He looks to be about 30 to 35,000 MT, but I will just say he's not a budget card, but he's also a really good card to be picking up and adding to your squad. Big Z going to be too expensive. Iguodala, another just great budget card in the game. All these cards from the out of position 2 set, if they're under 15,000 MT and their name is not Allen Iverson or Tracy McGrady, I think they're going to be elite budget cards. So Iggy, he's another great budget point guard. You even got Antoine Jameson, a very, very underrated card in the game. He's an amazing 6'8" shooting guard, 7'4" wingspan, great jump shot on the card, plays great defense, really good at driving to the basket. Honestly, one of my favorite, budget shooting guards in the game, because there's really not too many, budget options to choose from. He's going to be 6'8" of the 2, really good jump shot, like I said, 93 3 ball, 95 mid-range, just a very well-rounded card. Doesn't do anything exceptionally well besides 3-point shooting, but I think all around is just one of the better budget cards in my team right now. So that's going to do it for the out of position 2 set. Cards like Antoine Jameson, Elgin Baylor, Robert Williams, Joe Ingles, Ousmane Dieng, Iguodala, all just going to be such good budget cards in the game, especially at that point guard position. So any of those cards I mentioned going to be great pickups. Now going over to the elemental set, I want to talk about Mo Bamba. He's probably one of the best cheaper budget centers in the game. Now you can go for his hero version if you want to. I think this elemental one is about 10,000 MT, maybe a little bit lower, a little bit higher. Really depends when you look at the auction house, but he's around 10,000 MT, I would say, for his elemental version. And then if you look at his hero version, I'm not exactly sure how much he does go for. Let me just quickly check. Mo Bamba and his hero version, is he under 25k? I'm not exactly sure if he is, because the hero version is a decent amount better. He's got like +7 speed, which really helps on the defensive end and just in general. So if you can afford the hero version, I'd probably look to get him instead. But honestly, the elemental version really isn't that much worse, and he's still going to be one of the better budget cards right now in season 6. So if you're looking for a great budget big, I would definitely recommend Mo Bamba. Also in the elemental set is going to be the Kyle Kuzma card. Once again, if you want to spend the extra MT to go get the hero version, I definitely think you can, but this elemental one is perfectly cool. He's such a great 6'9" small forward, and he's about 15 to, I would say, holy people are buying MT. I would say it's about 15 to 17k right now is probably the price tag for Kyle Kuzma. If we take a look at his stats, 6'9" at the 3, 92 3 ball, 90 mid range. He's got such a good jump shot. I think it's one of the quicker releases in the game and also very easy to green in my opinion. He's got very solid defensive stats, 88 block, 92 steal, 92 perimeter with a 90 interior defense, and then he's also fairly quick and super athletic. So Kyle Kuzma, I think, is another just great budget card in season 6 to be buying. I would say that's probably it from the elemental set. I mean, Jeff Green, very solid budget card as well. Even guys like Jay Crowder, they're solid. This Peter Gudmundsson, I think he's a little bit more than a budget range. He's a really good card to pick up, just not going to be in that budget price. So another 2 great cards for the budget price tag, Mo Bamba and Kyle Kuzma. And the elemental set, if we go over to the heroic set, I would say the only great budget card in my opinion is like DeMarcus Cousins. He's another great budget big in the game, kind of on that same level as a Mo Bamba. I mean, I've heard good things about Sabonis. He does go for a decent amount of MT. I'm not sure if he's under 25k, so not going to include him in this budget card list. And then from the Supersonic set, we didn't really get too many great budget cards. I would just say Rudy Fernandez, but I don't think Rudy Fernandez is as good as Ousmane Dieng, Joe Ingles, Elgin Baylor. He might not even be better than Iguodala, so I wouldn't really worry about Rudy Fernandez. I would more so go for the out of position 2 point guards, the Ousmane Dieng, the Joe Ingles, the Iggy, the Elgin Baylor. I would say those guys are a lot better pickups at the point guard position. And then going over to season 5, just a couple more cards here to talk about is going to be Dino Raja, still an amazing budget big in the game. I know he's dropped a lot in price, but he's still like really good for under 10,000 MT. I mean, he is still a very good big in the game and a card that I would definitely recommend picking up and adding to your squad if you do need a budget power forward or a budget center. And then Luke Walton, just another great point guard. I know there's Joe Ingles, I know there's all those great guys, but I think Luke Walton is still very solid at the point guard position, and he's just another option, for only about 5 to 7,000 MT is extremely good value for cards like Luke Walton. So guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. That is pretty much all the best budget cards currently in the game. I mean, Poku's pretty decent. He's definitely a solid small forward as well. It's not every single great budget card in the game. Like I can't go over every single one. There's still a ton more, great budget cards in the game. But in my opinion, those are going to be the best budget cards to be picking up right now in season 6. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and sub down below. And also let me know maybe some other, budget cards that I maybe missed in this video that you guys think are also great budget options as well. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.